What's going on? That's not live. What the freak is this? Hey, got a first viewer. Okay, gonna try to play some Star Wars: The Old Republic live. Here we go. Just need to share this link for a moment.
Hey,
oh my god.
got a first viewer.
Okay. How are you doing there? Let me just update this really quick. Okay. Oh, fuck me. No. Okay. It's the first time I'm trying this. Okay, cool. Okay. I managed to get my Star Wars: The Old Republic account back, and the really cool thing is I got all my old characters back. So I got a whole bunch of them. As you can see, like I got my 46 level Guardian, my 65 level Sith Sorcerer, Foot Soldier to the left. Most of the guys I don't even recall I have these characters. Got a 65 level Marauder, a Operative, a Bounty Hunter, a 65 Jedi Shadow, and a Sith Assassin. So I got a pretty good selection of higher level geared characters. Now I don't have a level 70 moment characters, simply because I'm not subscribed at the moment, as you can see here. So actually I'm playing now on the Red Eclipse. That's a European server. So if you guys are on the Red Eclipse and you want to join me, please send me an invitation in game. For now, I'm just gonna take a random guy to play with for this session. Let's take Telogreika. This is one of my favorite characters in general. I love the Sith Marauder. It's loud. So how are you guys doing? I hope everything is good. Got a nice Monster Energy here, and got some smoke as well. And of course I got a nice new toy. Woo! New lightsaber. Because yeah, how can you play Star Wars: The Old Republic without having a saber next to you? Oh god, I got infected for some reason. I'm okay. I'm on the Imperial ship somewhere, in between the hangar and the actual main part of the Imperial vessel, ship. I don't know how you want to call it. I always this this thing always reminds me about Deep Space Nine from Star Trek. This whole space here, like it's the Deep Space Nine, base where every alien lives together. I really like Deep Space Nine, by the way. Oh, no, it was not Deep Space Nine. Was it Deep Space Nine? It was with that. Oh god, with that. Yeah, what was his name? Jeez, with the Ferengi and stuff like that. It was really cool. Let me just adjust the sound a little bit noisy. So okay, that's a little bit better. So the one thing which I just noticed I still didn't fix is I can't really see if you guys type any messages on YouTube or Facebook. I need to figure out how to fix that. So I thought maybe it's a good idea to just play some PvP and have some fun. So as I said, I did not play this guy for a long time. So for some reason I lost this account, and suddenly it works again, and I'm very surprised about it. So actually, before we're gonna play, I just want to see my my home base. Jeez, it has been a long while. Let me see, where is it? Stronghold. Yeah. So let's go to my personal stronghold. So yeah, hope you guys are everybody's doing fine. I'm doing okay. I still a little bit struggling with my crappy job. It's just an ongoing shit fest, and basically I just try to enjoy my evening by playing some Star Wars: The Old Republic. It has been a while that I actually played some games online. It has been a while that I actually did something with content beyond the weekly videos. Because of course we have every week still a lightsaber review video or whatnot, but uh, in between those days there's not much happens, and it's just because of my work. So there's a review coming up and an unboxing video of the saber. I absolutely love it. I did not expect I would love it as much as I do. It's a fantastic saber. It's a Saber Force Heretic. Um, just amazing piece. I really like the saber, guys. It's a really cool saber. I really recommend it if you are into it. God, what's up with this ghoul wreck ghoul? Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway, this is my base. Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. I love my fireplace. I missed it so much. What I like in this game is like playing, like doing like role playing, and just relax, and just walk around and just have fun, and you know, preferably with other people, and just do some role playing, and just get immersed like you're really in a Star Wars universe. Anyway, this is my little crib. It's nothing much, but it's okay. Um, Currently, I'm not subscribed, so that is a big issue because I miss out a lot. Because if you're a free-to-player, basically you don't really have all the cool stuff. But yeah, I'm still happy. I got some nice cool stuff going on. I really like this walker. Let me see if I have it. It's not this one. I got this one too. But I like this walker. A while back, this was one of those unique walkers that were harder to get. It was a drop from the cartel market. Unfortunately, there's like 1 million versions of the walker now, so it's really boring. But this one, I liked it because it was more like the classical. It was in between like an 8080 and an 80ST. So I thought that's a pretty cool type of walker. It makes a nice clanking sound when you walk. Let's see if I can get it out here. Gosh, I really forgot all the locations because they changed up the GUI quite a bit, so it's a little bit harder for me to find my stuff. Abilities, yeah, pretty cool. Where is my walker? Is my walker not there? What the freak? Oh wait, I don't have the walker under this account. Oh shoot. Okay, my bad. Sorry guys. That's silly. Okay, sorry, I can't show it. Anyway, let me just briefly go to what you guys having for me here. Oh no, did I log out of my YouTube channel? Because otherwise I can't see what you guys typing. Oh. Okay, cool. God, why is this working like this? So, how you doing? Okay, cool. Oh, waiting. Oh, why there's a... Oh, I love you. My newest video, Abu dich. Of course. So what he says is, I love you. My new video about you. Okay. Well, thanks, your Angelica. Thanks for spamming my channel. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so anyway, what's gonna happen is this video will be uploaded to the YouTube channel anyway, so everybody can review it offline once it's done. Let me just keep playing and just keep rambling about random stuff. So, as I said, I really like Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's a nice game to play. Not as my main game. I'm not really a gamer anymore so much, so that's a little bit of a disappointment because I just don't have the time for it. And to be honest, often what I what I notice as well is I have less of interest in most games. It's just it's not the same anymore for me. It's just the fun is a little bit gone in terms of gaming experiences. It's just not really there anymore. Anyway, I really want to play with you guys, so it's really important for me. So if you guys want to play together and maybe start our own guild together, or just do PvP or PvE or role playing together, just add me. I'm currently on the Red Eclipse. Now this character's name is Telogreika. Telogreika is a little bit funny actually. Telogreika is a Russian military jacket from World War II. One of my other hobbies is actually I like to do reenactment, which is World War II, like trying to, as accurate possible, portray a person from a certain unit, time frame of the Soviet army in World War II. So I have several uniforms, etc. And the uniforms, jacket, the shirt, I should say, they call it Tarnogreika. I don't know why I picked this name. Anyway, let's do some PvP. Let me queue up. So also just keep talking a little bit. I also, what I did recently is oh god, this is annoying. I need some antidote for this. I recently paid off my first solos hold. Hey bro, my first solos hold a Dark Knight, or Blind Knight, sorry, not Dark Knight, Blind Knight, which is basically the lightsaber of Kanan Jarrus in Star Wars Rebels. And yep, thank you. So what happened is that I actually ordered 3 sabers total from Solo's Hold. So 2 Blind Knights and 1 Ashra Bridger Orphan. And what I want to achieve is have one of the Blind Knights as my main cosplay hilt, so main carry hilt, cosplay hilt, to have fun with. And yeah, cool. And the other Blind Knight, I would just want to have it on the shelf as a shelf queen, because it's a very limited run with a very big interest from a lot of people. A lot of people are bought into this saber run, and they actually recently closed out the run, so you cannot have the pre-order price of $350 per empty hilt. It's now set to $400, which actually was surprisingly low. I really thought it would be in an increment of $100 to $200, but no matter the price increment for people that did not join the pre-order, the big problem now is it's a very limited run. So once the hilts are sold out, probably Solo's Hold not gonna make that particular hilt for a long time. And I know for a fact with Star Wars Rebels Season 4, which will be amazing, a lot of people want to have a Blind Knight or an Orphan Saber. And on the second-hand market, that saber will run a lot of money. So that's why I went for 2 Blind Knights. Because I think the Kanan Jarrus hilt is one of the most popular ones that will yield a good bag of money once the resale value is terminated after some time being on the market, because there will be such a high demand for them. And I can see that, for example, with even an empty hilt from the old Force Relics, which also was a Kanan Jarrus hilt run. Even those sabers empty go for ungodly amount of money, like over $700, $800 empty, just empty hilts, because they're so scarce. And it will be the same with the Solo's Hold run. By the way, I don't know how to play this game, so I'm gonna die near innocently. I'm very bad at PvP, like ridiculous bad. Let me see. There's I think probably a few stealthers. I want to stay close to the healer. I'm absolutely horrible if it comes down to shit. Ah, God, yeah. No. Okay. No, okay. Let me do this. Oh God, I've been playing the Jedi Sage recently more, so I really don't know which one are my self-heal abilities and which one is my ability to basically. Do I have a... Stim. And the ability to basically shield up and because I know these guys are fantastic. Like they can. Oh, what the hell? We won? I didn't do anything. This team is good. They're carrying me. They're carrying the noob, and I'm the noob. But I really like to say it's like an absolutely a tank class in its purest form. Like it's so cool to actually be able to self heal, keep taking beatings and beatings and beatings, and put up shields and whatnot. It's really cool. I really like this class. I actually have to say this is the Marauder. I'm confused now because I was talking about the non-DPS form of this class. So the tanking class.
Who's that?
Yeah. Okay. Can you sit down and be quiet, please? Thank you, sir. Okay. There was one SWTOR, so he's probably gonna try to grab me again.
Grab.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take out this bro. Oh. God. Oh, what? He died already? What the freak, man? Oh, I see. There's only 2 players. Okay, got it. Sorry. I thought this was like unfair competition, but I totally see now what's going on. They only have 2 guys in their team. So we're just face rolling it, yeah. That's too bad. I mean, the problem is, as a preferred player, free-to player, I basically only can play a limited amount of PvP games per week. And by having not really a challenge is good, because then I get my weekly things done, like I get my points and my credits and whatnot, but it's not really a challenge, right? So anyway, my little son is a little bit cool, being cool guy here. But yeah, getting back on the lightsaber. So I paid off my first lightsaber from the Solos Hold run. 2 more to go, so 1 more Blind Knight and 1 Orphan hilt that I have to pay the second 50%. That is really, to me, a killer, because getting on board with such a run is easy, no? You think, oh yeah, I paid $150 and then, oh yeah, we deal with the other $150 later. But when you actually get to the point where you need to pay the second half, then suddenly, oh fuck, I don't have the funding, or oh shit, now I'm in a pickle. That's really a little bit the problem that I notice with these kind of things, is I need to be super careful. So, and because of that, and also I'm not so happy with my job, I'm a little bit financially more careful about buying too much sabers, and just take a more relaxed approach at the moment. Because to say, like, I have 3 Solos Hold sabers under the way, so two times Blind Knight, 1 Orphan. Then I have 2 Vader's Fulton order. One is the red and one is the Boom Fury with a custom powder coating job. Then we also have the 7 chambers Vesti or Vest saber on order. So we already have.
Did you make them all?
Yep, we already have 6 sabers on order, and I just recently bought this one as well, which is absolutely fantastic. By the way, I keep saying that the Saber Fort's Heretic, really cool saber. So yeah, quite a bit of sabers. Like, currently are on their way to me. Let me try also another account in the meanwhile, just to spice things up. So it's gonna be a good few months that I have quite a bit of sabers to review. I just on the other hand want to continue getting more sabers. Let me try this one. This is one of my favorite characters, by the way. I love the Jedi Shadow. Oh no, it's not Shadow. Jedi Sage. Sorry, Jedi Sage is my favorite. The Shadow is not.
There's
okay. Anyway, so this year it will be good for my lightsaber reviews. Keep going every week. Of course, we also have other stuff. Other stuff going on. I don't know. Can you be quiet? Thanks. I also have got other stuff going on. So not only the actual lightsabers that will be reviewed, we also have saber stands and other products about for lightsabers. So we keep busy. We keep busy. Oh, I've got some stuff here. Cool. Anything else? Some HK stuff. Nah. What's that? Okay, cool. We got a droid, and we got some other stuff. Wow, I've been playing this character for a while now. 526 days. This character's over 1.5 year old already. Woo. Um. Oh yeah. What I was saying is that there's still a lot of sabers I want to review. Um, I see some other YouTubers as well. They making a. I see there's a big shift now with the bigger YouTubers that also do lightsaber reviews and unviews and however they call it. And some of those guys are really buying lightsabers like crazy. There's some guys there that buy excessive amounts of lightsabers from Saberforts at the moment, champion tier. It's just insane how much money they spending on Saberforts, and I actually surprised that people are willing to spend those amount of money on on sabers that I just simply cannot bring myself to afford that much money. Like a lot of one of the YouTubers, like he reviews a lot of champion tier Saberfort sabers, like all the Initiate sabers, etc. And I think, wow, why do you spend so much money on mediocre soundboards, etc.? Like, why would you buy that? Why not instead just buy Vader's Vault sabers and know, get the best bang for your money. It really mind boggles me how much money actually is going in this industry and how much money people are willing to spend. And I have to say, I'm on the same boat, of course, because oh, I forgot one saber. Ooh, that's the biggest saber of all. I'm also waiting for my Dark Alice Slim Kota. And if you might know or not, Slim Kotas from Dark Alice are not cheap. Those sabers run new and a custom setup around 1500 US dollar. And yeah, I'm one of those guys that also spend those insane amount of money on those sabers. And it's a single saber, mind you. So on the other hand, I also I'm also in the same boat where I'm spending excessive amounts of money on a hobby, which is just metal tubes with sound and light in there, which are just sound and light that are basically coming normally in stuff that you find in electronics, like industry electronics, like the LED that just comes, like the button and everything, the switch are just coming from normal machines like washing machines, etc., just stuffed in a metal tube that then is an iteration of a lightsaber, and I spend that much money on it. It's just literally crazy, I totally admit, but it's so addictive. And also, one thing I noticed, and I think fellow YouTubers have it as well, is once you start creating content and upload it, you not like you're not per se like you're how you call it, narcissistic, like you really want to be in the spotlight, but you really enjoy getting views and feedback, and you thrive on that, and then you want to morph that, and you want to be more engaged and give more to audience and get a broader audience and grow and grow and grow, that you just start buying more and more and more, and then at some point you just buy stuff to review it. Like sometimes I buy lightsabers that I don't really per se want myself, but I just buy it to review it and then resell it. So it's a little bit funny that it gets in that stage. But on the other hand, I do see the appreciation. I do see a lot of people appreciate my time and effort and money invested and helping them to make the decision. And I see a lot of people also really engage with this hobby. They like to have discussions and openly um, um, just have conversations about certain standpoints or certain views on manufacturers, individuals, sabers, canon, non-canon, all that crap. Absolutely amazing, fantastic hobby. Also, I want to drive something more on this channel as also the vintage Star Wars toys, the actual original Star Wars toys. I did some videos on where I buy a whole bunch of beater figures, so that's like cheap original Star Wars figures that are not in the best of shapes, missing their guns or capes, and collect them. I actually really enjoy that. I want to grow much bigger with that to like a crazy amount of 500-600 of those figures, original Star Wars figures. Having maybe 50 of the same figures, I don't mind. I just like to hoard those original Star Wars figures. I noticed that all the stuff that came after that, some of those figures have a great value to them, like the Legacy line or the Black Series certain figures, but it's all modern. It doesn't have the same appeal to me as when I was a small kid reading the Donald Duck, which is the Disney a weekly magazine where Donald Duck, etc., have all their stories. And then I had the old one from my grandparents from around the 70s and 80s, and I always saw those Star Wars advertisements in there. And I absolutely love that atmosphere, the smell, the old toys where imagination is much more important because you only have 5 points of articulation. It's very basic figure, very basic painting on them, but it's just that craving to the usage of your own fantasy. That's why I love lightsabers so much, because it really it really relies on your own fantasy to make more than it is. Like a lot of people will say, "Oh, cool, yeah, it's resembles a lightsaber, but yeah, it's fun." But for me, man, this is it. This is my weapon. You know, it's really important because a lot of people actually miss that in this modern society where, like, for example, I play this game now, everything is laid out for me. Like, I am a Jedi in this game and I have everything here, and there is less fantasy for me left to actually in my mind be very yeah, basically very artistic and come up with my own mindset. The only thing what I can do is role playing in this game, which is also cool, but it's not the same. Um, so just that whole section of just the imagination and creativity that I used to have as a kid, where just playing outside, use something made of wood and just imagine amazing stories. Because I don't want to give up on that, because that is a little bit defines me as a person as well. No, it makes me feel yeah, comfortable. That is me. That's who I am, and I always will be that person. Like, I think there's a lot of people, guys and girls like me. You can call them kid adults. Yeah, you can call me kid adults. I never really fully grow up. I don't want to fully grow up because it's just too much too fun to give up. And I see there's a big community that thinks exactly the same. So I don't feel ashamed of it, where it used to be in the past. Because when you do it in the past, like your teenage, you should be chasing girls and be out there. And I gave up on that, and then I realized, yeah, I miss that stuff, man. I'm over that now. I think it also has to do with growing up, have a full-time job, and now have the money to spend on shit you don't need. So that's of course also very realistic to think about that. Anyway, yeah. So it's gonna be, it is a very good year for lightsabers. This year is amazing. A lot of fantastic sabers coming out. A lot of sabers has been released. Smaller companies coming up and dominate entire certain markets in the lightsaber community, where saber forts and ultra sabers really start to struggle in certain areas because there's so much competition with much more um, intricate designs that are much more affordable with way better features and better support, and basically taking a dump on those the big ones. Um, it's just a very good time, and I mean, Star Wars is bigger than ever, and we just have to fully embrace it. As long as it's still so big, embrace it to the fullest. Go full into it. Just really enjoy it fully. Just go outside, play lightsabers, do cosplay, buy light Star Wars toys, be fully immersed, because it's a stage. It goes up and down. It will come and go. Even though Disney is so big, etc., it will come and go. So be fully immersed into it. Go fully ahead with it. Just let it lead to. Just enjoy the moment. because in a few years you might really say, oh, this was the best time, it was so fantastic, new lightsabers every week, new Star Wars toys, new Star Wars this, blah blah blah. That this is just the best time, this is the time, this is the time. You just have to enjoy it to the fullest, because it won't last forever. That's unfortunately the case. It might have another dark time like it happens after the 80s, after Return of the Jedi, where it just slipped off significantly, and then many years later it suddenly came back again. I really feel like it's gonna be the same. So just enjoy it, and be part of those lightsaber runs now, like the Solos Hold, the Vader's Vault, and whatnot, because um, they're crazy now. There's a lightsaber run every month now as we speak. The most fantastic lightsabers. The price range going from insanely through the roof to very affordable, of course. But this is the time to be on board with those lightsaber runs, because in a few years it won't be that present anymore. This is really a market a lot of people playing on to in at the moment, and of course there will remain some companies to be still existing in a few years, but a lot of those saber runs by individuals might not exist in a few years anymore. It might be that Solos Hold or Nerf X Lab over about a few years just throw the towel in and say, okay, it was fun for a while, it's time for me to move on. Let's invest money and time in another subject. So again, this is the time of the times. I'm gonna try another guy. See what else we got. A little bit boring. Let me try this one. Okay, let me see if there. So I heard some message here. Na 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 na. Okay. Oh shit! Why am not keep doing that? Damn it! Cool. Got a thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, no sounds. Oh, nice. Sorry, Ghost producer. You asked me a question, and the question was, "What's your view on the Kylo Ren hilt?" Now, actually, to be honest, what the hell is this? No idea what's this. I really enjoyed Kylo Ren's hilt. I think it's a very interesting hilt, to be honest. I like that it's different. I like that it's different. I didn't like. I did not like most of the lightsabers that comes from the prequels. I think they're too shiny, and it was too much mirror finish, polish finished, and they just look funky. I like my original trilogy lightsabers. They're weathered, they're heavy used, they're just this is like old relic stuff, like as it's supposed to be. It's an old relic religion. It's just old stuff. It's like monks and people that live in like old forgotten places and have these old crappy stuff left, which nobody understands and know what to do with it. And that's what I like my lightsabers like that. And I think the Kylo Ren's lightsaber is really cool with the fence on the side, which is also a little bit slanted, so it's not straight. I think it's really cool. I still want to get myself a Saberforge crossguard. I forgot the name, not the one with the prongs on the side. The other one that's without the prongs, the more sleek version one. I really want to have that, but I don't want to spend $300 on an empty hilt from Saberforge. That is just nuts. Because I really don't get me wrong. I do like my Saberforge. Like an apprentice saber like this is fantastic. Really good design, sturdy. But I also did a lot of reviews, as you could see, like the apprentice sabers, the elite sabers with the most funky hilt configurations, like weird glued-in greeblies, screwed-in sections that were like freaking Loctite glued together, shrouds with stupid weird designs, like really weird stuff with their hilts, like really funky weird stuff, which I absolutely hate because I like my lightsaber. I like the thinking process that went into designing a hilt, like how the sound venting pommel needs to done, how the control section is done, how the emitter section is done, like how it flows together into the hilt design, how pieces are connected to each other if they're not single pieces. Like how well is that thought out and designed from a designer's perspective, and then from a construction perspective, like how sturdy it feels. Like I absolutely hate any saber that has any rattling parts, or parts that are having like exposed parts where there's like a small hole, or there's like a crack or something, like the saber for its bane, with the casted pieces that are casted and then screwed together. That's absolutely horrible. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. For installing hardware, it's fantastic, of course. You install, it's very easy like that, but it's just horrible how it's designed, and it really nags and in my head. Like I cannot comprehend that, and I really feel like that saber is absolutely shit to me, simply because it's screwed together and it just, no, it doesn't work for me. I absolutely hate that. So for me, the whole hilt construction is absolutely important. Like the electronics, of course, is important. I cannot have any rattling parts inside the hilt. Well, electronics that like slipping or loose around in the metal pipe there. But if the hilt design is already not good, then the whole feel is off for me. And I have that quite a bit with the saber for its elite sabers. Just quite of them, and quite a bit of them are configured quite funky. Like I just cannot comprehend who designed it in that way. And of course, there's an offset between cost and the manufacturing time. But I feel that Saberforge too often makes too many sacrifices in that department, and it just feels like not good stuff. Let me see where we are. So yeah, I really looking forward to buying more lightsabers this year. My next, I'm really also looking forward to my Vader's Vault Fury. I think the Fury, I'm gonna really love it. It's, I believe, a slightly thicker OD than my Vader's Vault Havoc. Well, because what I really start to realize, don't get me wrong, I like my Vader's Vault Havoc, but it's quite thin. It's actually quite thin, and a lot of people like that. But the more you handle it, the more it feels like a little bit like slightly too thin for me. And when I go back to this, for example, the saber for Apprentice saber, I feel the thickness, the OD, it's just a little bit more my thing. It feels a little bit more bulky and a little bit like unwieldy, and that's how I feel a lightsaber should be. Like it should be not that streamlined, not that perfect for like dueling and whatnot. It's not that yet there, but it's like something that is from a different galaxy with different mindset, and basically it has some limitations. It's not the perfect streamlined one piece like this, for example. I do like it, of course, but it's like sometimes I have like something weird to it. Like it's not just there. It's a little bit bulky. It's a little bit long. Not too long, of course, not Ultra Saber's long, because that's a little bit too much for me.
So it's my turn?
Yeah, it's almost your turn.
Okay.
Sure. And yeah, just that feel when you hold that lightsaber, you feel, yeah, this is my lightsaber. I just like, it must be a little bit oversized, but it's a little bit thick and not too compact, not like a pen. Of course, I love my Vader's Vault because I mean, the quality, the build quality, the hilt design, the chassis, all the electronics installation, all together is a fantastic one single package. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. But in my mind, I also like to fantasize, and for example, these cheaper sabers basically forces me. It sounds weird, of course. It forces me to use a little bit more fantasy, like it's not there enough that it's like it's all done. So I need to add some fantasy to it to make it up more. And it's really weird to explain that, but that's just something that I seek in my lightsabers. Of course, it also comes down to the fact that the more sabers I handle and have, the more sabers I handle and have and played with, the more I start to build up a very specific preference of lightsabers, and I think everybody will have that. And it's just also, of course, what kind of application you want to have it for. I keep saying that, you know, not all lightsabers are for the same purpose. Like you have lightsabers that are solely purpose for actual dueling, like heavy dueling, like TLS dueling. You need a very different type of lightsaber. You have your cosplay lightsaber, you have your canon lightsaber, you have your lightsabers that you make of yourself, like PCV, and they have a totally different feeling to it because it's something you make yourself, like a Jedi or Sith. You create your own hilt. So there's a very different requirements for different cyber types of what you need. For spinning, you need a different type of saber. You really need to. It sounds weird, but you really need to have several types of lightsabers in your collection. And I'm more of a cosplay type. Well, not cosplay, like more like, yeah, home cosplay, because not really go outside, and there's not really much cosplay here in Hong Kong that really allows me to do it. But it's, for me, it's more like the home Jedi, the home Sith. Just coming down to the feel, the look, and the fantasy. And to me, the Saber Force Apprentice sabers, they have that factor for me. And also because, especially if you buy the stun sabers, they're cheaper. They're not that expensive. So because they're affordable, you can toss them around more. You feel less constrained by having to deal really about them and have them scratched off, etc. When my Vader's full, I love them, but also I'm very careful with them. And I like to spin. I don't really want to spin with it because if it falls and maybe resistor or some piece of the chip of the crystal shard breaks off, then basically I have to send it back all the way to America, or my speaker blows up. Of course it won't really happen that frequent, but it can happen. And then I'm with a very expensive lightsaber that I have to send back for repairs. And that's why I feel a little bit uncomfortable to do that. And in that case, I'd rather have a lightsaber that's more affordable and cheaper that I can just toss around with. And I keep saying, you just have to have a few lightsabers for different purposes. It's really hard to explain, but it's just how it is. Like, it's not explainable. It's also it's really subjected to the day and time and period and the purpose of what you want to do in that time frame. Like, I bought a very expensive Darth Alice lightsaber, really expensive. As you know, it's $1,500 for such a lightsaber, a Slim Coda. But I know that will be the ultimate lightsaber for me to have, because it's a very limited, custom, handmade by one person, fully handmade lightsaber. It's not a harp. Like, harp is of course also fantastic, but that's again, that is beyond what I ever can afford. So, and I want a lightsaber that's in between, very exclusive, because it's expensive, handmade, handcrafted, and still functional for some light dueling, actually usage, and not just a collector piece. With a harp, I feel harp sabers are absolutely masterpieces. Like, they're the like Swiss watches of lightsabers, and I just cannot afford those kind of sabers. Not because the price, it just, I cannot afford that saber to actually do more with them than just displaying them, because I just cannot. This cannot, like, that will be a display piece for me. I couldn't do anything more with that than that, because I only could own one like that piece, and that's it. With for example a Darth Alice, also very expensive, but I could have more than one, and then I feel a little bit more on ease with that, versus a harp lightsaber that is maybe 7,000, 8,000 US dollar. I've seen them going for those kind of prices, so and they're absolutely worth it. Don't get me wrong, they're absolutely worth it, but I just cannot afford to do anything with them than just display them. And that's the only thing I don't want to do. I don't want to have my lightsabers only for displaying, because I won't take. I will be able to take them to the grave, but I won't. You know, I live now. I need to be able to play with them now and feel comfortable playing with them. And if I don't feel that and I just look at it the whole time on my shelves, then I know that saber is not suitable for me. Although it's a fantastic saber, if I don't feel ready to play with them and have them maybe scratched up a little bit, or get some wear and tear, then it's just not for me, because then I'm having a very expensive piece collecting dust, and that's it. And then I just have a very awesome piece to look at. Only myself, only me can look at it on my shelf. It's like a $7,000 saber. Nobody else sees it. I maybe can post a picture on the Facebook forums, for example, but beyond that, it wouldn't move, and it wouldn't really do anything. So that to me is not gonna happen, because that's not what I seek. And that's why I think I gravitate so much regarding, let's say, the Saber Forge Apprentice sabers, because they're really affordable. They're more they're replaceable. If this one broke, I can just buy a new one, and it wouldn't break my heart. And I think that's quite important to me, that I actually have something that I can absolutely fully enjoy and play with without feeling obligated to keep it mint and be super careful with it. And I do have that sometimes with my Vader's Fold sabers, though. I think it also has to do with the price and the combination that the wait time is still quite a bit lengthy. So it's not like you have it in 4 or 5 weeks. You still need to wait 22 weeks or whatnot. So I still feel like a little bit, a little bit careful with them. And I see that a lot too, because I see most of the collectors of Vader's Fold sabers, most people I see in the forums, collect them, put them on the shelves, hardly use them, and sometimes just play a little bit with it. And then I feel, yeah, that is not the purpose I want for my lightsabers. I want to be wear and tear them, take them outside, use them for daily care. And I'm still a little bit in debate, like, should I do that with my Vader's Fold Havoc? At times I do so, but for example, my Vader's Fold Evolution Arms Hero is a shelf queen. It's mainly a shelf queen, and I feel a little bit bad about it, because it's a $700, $800 lightsaber, and I don't really fully enjoy it, because I'm generally worried that I will scratch it up or break the electronics and have to send it back for repairs or whatnot, and then it starts to defeat a little bit the purpose for me for having those kind of lightsabers, because then I feel a little bit scared to actually do anything with them. So I probably will have that with the Dark Alice as well, but I think with the Dark Alice, what I will do is I'm just gonna put my mind over matter and just enjoy that saber to the fullest. And
Are you done yet?
I'm almost done. That's enjoy that. Yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy that saber, and yeah, I'm just gonna abuse that saber. That saber is for me. That it will be my my dream saber. The most crazy expensive saber I ever own, and that saber will be used to the fullest, together with one of the Blind Knight Solo's Hold sabers. That's why I got two. So you can still see the trend. Like, I still, like, in my mind, still need to get a saber to display and a saber to play with, because I'm scared to otherwise the only one I have of that particular saber to mess it up, and then having a small scratch on it, and then it depreciates in my mind the value and the playability and the fun of it. So I still have that, but I need to get over that. And I guess I'm not sure if everybody feels the same. Probably you guys don't have that, but like, spending those kind of money to me is still a boatload of money. Like $700 on a Vader's Fold hero. It's just mind-boggling. Like, I could buy a car from that. And I think that is also a little bit the internal struggle that I have. Like, do I want to keep reviewing those really expensive lightsabers, or just want to focus on the cheaper ones and just have fun with those beater sabers, and then just use my fantasy, no sound in there, because even in my mind I really can enjoy the saber. It doesn't really have to have a nice soundboard with flash and class. It really doesn't have to be for me. Like, at times when I pick up one of my Blade Builders lightsabers, you know, those $20 lightsabers, absolutely fantastic because they cannot do anything. They do look like a saber, it feels like a saber, but there's no expensive value behind them, and it's just pure fantasy to make a lightsaber out of it in my mind. So again, I'm weird. I'm probably weird. I'm just weird. But yeah, it's an interesting hobby. It really is. And my son is really keen to play some game on this computer. And as you guys saw, I didn't really play any SWTOR. I was lying. I'm sorry, I was lying. But I would like to meet up with you guys. So I'm playing on the Eclipse server. You saw several of the characters I played, and you saw it in the list. So if you can send me in-game invitation, we can meet up and start our own guild. And if you're into it, do role playing. I can play as either the Empire or as the Jedi. It doesn't really matter to me. And we can just have fun. We just play together. We can do in-game chat about with Discuss or with TeamSpeak or I don't know how that crap called, and just have nice little conversations and just you know, get through the boring hours and just have fun and the weekends and whatnot. Because I have to say I'm a full-time dad and a full-time employee, so my free time is sparse, and the free time I have, I won't really do much besides just making my YouTube videos and playing with my lightsabers and stay at home. So I feel really bored and disconnected at times because I don't really go outside that often anymore. I try to still go, sometimes go skateboarding or something, but it's a little bit of a hassle. So I really want to keep in touch with you guys, and I know a lot of you guys are in the same position, and that's why I can really see the community on the forums and on YouTube, the same people, the same mindset, enjoying lightsabers, same in the same age and the same mentality, the same issues like work and blah 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 blah. So I really feel connected with a lot of you guys, and I think you guys have the same things. That's why a lot of people have a very tight community online, like actual friends. So I'm gonna wrap it up. If you guys are generally interested in joining me and playing together, if you have an existing guild or you want to start up a guild together, let me know. Hook me up in game. I'm on the Eclipse server. I can create a new character on one of the US servers, no problem. We can level up together, and we're gonna just play and then just grow the community in SWTOR and enjoy lightsabers and Star Wars toys and everything Star Wars.
Can I make a movie too?
Yeah, you can make a movie too.
Team Fortress 2?
Team Fortress 2?
Yeah!
How old are you?
69!
You're 6 years old. Okay,
Yeah.
anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. This weekend there's another lightsaber related review video. Really cool. Check it out. See you later. Peace!
Say it again!
See you later.